You ever wonder why everything feels dishonest and why your anger never really lands? I want to start with something simple, and I think most people already feel it. Something about the world right now feels off, not just politically, not just economically, deeper than that. We live in a time where lying is normal, spin is expected, and truth feels optional. And yet institutions still demand trust, loyalty, and obedience. For me, that kind of creates anger, and I'm sure for others as well. The strange thing is that most people aren't angry because they want to be. They're angry because something real has been violated. Trust has been violated. You can't lie to people over and over and over. Anyhow, the pain kind of gets pushed outward, and before it's ever understood inward, we're yelling at each other. And nobody's given them place to take that pain. We're told that the problem is this politician or that party or those corporations or those people. But notice something. Every time anger gets aimed at people, it multiplies, it hardens, it never actually resolves. And that's because we're dealing with isn't just bad behavior. It's a deeper contest over loyalty, truth, and allegiance. I want to be able to trust you. And if you lie to me, how can I trust you? And if I don't know who's lying, I know that everybody's lying. The Bible actually frames reality this way, not as chaos, not as random corruption, but as a long contest over human beings' trust, who they will listen to, and who they will imitate. From the very beginning, Scripture presents deception, not violence, as the primary weapon. That matters, because deception doesn't feel evil. It feels reasonable. It feels justified. Heck, anymore, it feels normal, which is why narrative now matters more than truth. It's why public confidence is managed instead of earned. And it's why everyone knows they're being spun, but very few people know how to step outside of it. It's an illusion. Here's the key point. The enemy doesn't need people to be immoral. He just needs them to be misdirected, preoccupied with nonsense, angry at the wrong things, loyal to the wrong stories, fighting the wrong enemies. Scripture never tells people not to be angry. It shows people bringing their anger to God several different places. Job, David, Jeremiah. You can read it in the Psalms. Any anger brought to God becomes honest. Anger turned outward is always going to be destructive, especially when you don't know what you're angry about. That's the heart of what I call the contest of loyalty. It's about learning where to take what hurts without becoming what hurts others. Not by denying reality, not by blaming people, but by seeing clearly what the world is like that we're actually living in and choosing where our loyalty really belongs. You feel like you're being shaped instead of choosing. If your anger feels justified but never satisfied, if the world feels dishonest but attacking people only makes it worse, then this conversation is definitely for you. I'm not here to give you enemies. I'm here to give you clarity. And the clarity I'm going to give you is about who the real enemy is, and just as importantly, who is not. One of the big tactics that the enemy will use is to try to get us going after each other. The Bible tells us our struggle's not against flesh and blood, not against your neighbor, not against strangers online, not against the people you're being trained to hate. Scripture says the conflict runs deeper than that. It's the powers and the principalities and the way of thinking that thrives on deception. And here's the hardest truth. The enemy rarely starts outside of us. He works through what's already wounded, already angry. That's why misdirection works so well. If he can keep you fighting people, you'll never notice the systems, the stories, and the lies shaping your underneath. This isn't about denying the war. It's about seeing it clearly, stepping outside of the noise long enough to recognize what's real and what's false, and where your loyalty is quietly being claimed. If this resonates with you, my name's Dave Weiss, and this channel is an ongoing conversation about truth and loyalty, clarity beneath the noise. You're welcome to subscribe if you want to continue. I'll be posting more things in the future. For now, thank you.